Matching against the benchmark. In order to compare a result against the benchmark, to see how the skills of an applicant or an employee in a specific division compare against the skills of the top performers, you need to send that individual or that applicant an applicant or employee code. Please refer to the Sending a Code video for more information. Once the applicant or the employee has completed the skills grid questions, the result will sit in the applicant employee file. Let's go back to customer support. In the left navigation panel, you will see applicants, employees, and this is where the results of all applicants and employees that have completed the skills grid questions will reside. You can see that in this file, we've got 9 applicants or employees, and we've got 2 people in the benchmark, the 2 top performers that have contributed to our benchmark. So if I now click on my applicants, employees, I see a list of people with their robot or color indicators according to the 5 groups of skills that we measure, as well as a final score out of 10. So if I mouse over, I can see that the top person, Chip Chesterton, scores amber on people skills. He scores a green robot on communication skills, an amber traffic light on technical skills, amber traffic light on management and planning, and a green indicator on cognitive skills. I can work with this file, so I can either list the people top down from best match to the skills down to the person that's not as a good match. I can do that by clicking on comprehensive match. So now I've ranked them bottom up. If I click on comprehensive match again, I rank it top down, from my best match right down to the people at the bottom that are not as a good match as the people at the top. If I now want to see how one of these people compare to the benchmark, I go and I click on result. Let's use Chip Chesterton. He's an 8 out of 10 match. Let's click on results. The system has now overlaid Chip, who is the blue, over the benchmark of the top performers in customer support. So Chip's results indicated in blue. We can now see how Chip measures against this benchmark, and by means of orange, red and green indicators, we can interpret the match. Keep in mind your skill key and keep in mind your benchmark key. If we look at some of the indicators, we can see that there's no indicator. Why? Because according to the top performers, IT is not a necessary skill. It's a skill that is not needed for this specific job. That's why also on musical, machine operation, artistic, and caregiving, you will see no color indicator with regards to the match. Let's look at 1 or 2 others. We can see that people, as indicated by the top performers, is a critical skill for the job, and you need it at a level 5. Chip does have a people skill. You can see it's shaded. He's got a people skill at a level 4, meaning highly skilled, and that's why the system has given us an amber indicator. He's 1 level lower than the top performers, and because it is a critical skill and he's not skilled to the same level as the top performers, the system have now indicated an amber indicator. This would be a typical area of development should we decide to employ Chip, or if Chip is already employed in the customer support division, this might be training that we can send Chip on, customer service. We can look at the green indicators. You can see that the helpful skill and the important skill, on this helpful skill, Chip is a perfect match. On this important skill and on this helpful skill, Chip is skilled 1 level higher than what the top performers indicated. The system is quite happy with that and gives us a green indicator. Let's look at one of the red indicators. We can see that on business process design, the system interprets the match as a red indicator. The top performers have indicated that business process design is an important skill for the job and you need to be highly skilled in this. Chip indicates that he's got this skill, but only at a basic skill level. So the system says because it's an important skill and Chip is 2 levels of intensity lower than the top performers, we believe that this is not a good match and this might be an area of risk. So that is how you would interpret this graph, by means of looking at the match and the comparison to these skills and looking at the colored indicators. If we scroll down on this page, we can see all the additional information that Chip captured when completing his skills questions. You will recall that some of the questions require more information or a little bit more detail. That gets captured by the individual and will populate at the bottom of this page when we look at Chip's result compared to the benchmark. I can now, with Chip's result, decide to print a PDF document or to email this result to Chip or to someone else. I can also, if I'm looking at Chip's result, decide that I would like to hide the benchmark and only look at Chip's results. While on this page, I can at any point in time refer to the definitions of the various skills. There you are, the definitions of the various skills as categorized into the 5 different groups.